Hello everybody, this is Split Can Gamer. A couple things I just wanted to point out. At the time of this video, I just got back from the hospital because there were some things that were going on with my chest, but a lot of it has boiled over. But basically what it's boiled down to is that I basically can't do any like swimming or working out for like the next 4 weeks, but like walking the dog, going up and down the stairs and taking out the trash for a couple things I can do. Now, as far as my next Let's Play, as you can see, we're back on the PlayStation 2, and it's hopefully this next game will be a lot better than the last Let's Play that I've done. Now, it's gonna be something similar, something that I've thought about for a while now. I'm just trying to find the... So, yes. This game I actually haven't played in a long time, and I'm honestly hoping that it works. Oh, yep. Works. At least I know it works. So, yes, as you could probably tell by the title screen, we're basically doing something Nickelodeon related. Yeah, so we're doing something Nickelodeon related by THQ, and the reason for that is because after the end of my last Let's Play, by Blue Tongue Studio, so there's a reason why I wanted to do this game, because there was a comment left at the end of my last Let's Play in regards of me doing Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl. So my next Let's Play, as you can tell by the title, we are doing Nicktoons Battle for Volcano Island. And the reason why I'm doing this game is because I am not playing Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl because I think it's overhyped to beyond heaven. But I don't really own the game, and I do have something Nicktoons related. And on top of that, at the time of this video, the very last night passing of Martin Mull, the voice actor behind Vlad Plasmus and Danny Phantom, I figured I might as well do this game and get something Nicktoons related. So yeah, so we're going to be starting fresh, and honestly the last time I played this game was 5th grade, but I have a bit of an idea of what to do. So we're going to kick things off, and now we're going to do something that's a little bit more lighthearted, and hopefully I can get this done a lot faster than frickin' Maritime Bay Adventures, and hopefully this game will be longer than 6 parts, but I have played this game like at least multiple times, so the answer is yes.
We can wait no longer. It is time. Only the 9 can save us from the evils of the Mawgu.
Fools! You cannot stop me! This world is mine!
Not yet! It isn't!
He has broken the circle. The heroes will be lost.
Not lost, just scattered. And not all of them. Look! Hey! This doesn't look like Bikini Bottom. SpongeBob, where are we? Far from home, ghost boy. I have summoned you here for a purpose. Ooh. Our ancient enemy, the Mawgu, has escaped from his prison and seeks vengeance. He has created a terrible ooze that corrupts everything it touches. But the legends of our people say that you, the chosen ones, can save us. Ah!
How do we save you?
You will know, Absorbent Yellow One. You will know. But first, you must find all of your friends. United, you will triumph. Hoo-ha! Please stop that. Now, follow me, and I will take you to a safe place where you can camp. There are many dangers on our island. You must defend yourself.
Okay, so I'm trying to get my bearings with the controls. So control stick to move, X is to jump, circle is to attack. I have no idea what triangle does. are two Switch's characters. Square, I know, launches projectiles. So, let's try to talk about the story, because essentially this game is sort of a sequel to the previous Nicktoons game, Nicktoons Unite. So yes, so we have the old ancient crab that summoned the Nicktoons of really only 4 Nicktoons of Danny Phantom, Spongebob Squarepants, the Fairly Odd Parents, and Jimmyy Neutron. Just those 4, since as I said, this is basically just a sequel. So when you see orange orbs, you essentially use them as projectiles, and essentially you have to like aim carefully. It's simple and straightforward.
Shoo those birds away.
The incredibly naked birds. Alright. So basically the story is that instead of fighting the past Nicktoons villains, the aforementioned Vlad Plasmus, Professor Thimba Calamitous, Plankton, and Mr. Crocker, like in the last game, this game basically takes on a new villain called the Mawgu.
If one of you can't do it, another hero can.
Now, I gotta admit, when I was younger, I honestly thought that the Mawgu had more of like a sinister, like lower tone voice, not the more loud, bombastic, and in-your-face type of villain.
Some items would be useful when building your camp. Be sure to collect them all.
Okay, so we have these collectibles.
Stuff. Pockets in the runny, Danny.
So essentially we can use these items to basically unlock a new costume for SpongeBob, but that basically us requiring going around collecting all the items, and something is up with my control stick. I don't know what it is. Oh. So triangle essentially is used to interact with items and other objects, and some of these items can be used to basically unlock bonus levels for specific characters. So that's basically the gameplay storefront. So essentially the basic story is stopping the Mawgu from taking over the island and using the various Nicktoons to essentially, well, stop him.
You'll have to jump to get across there. You can jump higher by jumping again when you're...
Yeah, and by the way, that is Bill Farmer doing the voice of the crab. And you can press X twice to double jump.
Open that case. There might be something inside.
Yeah, so the triangle... So that's basically just to remind you of, like, what the tutorials are.
Break the trees, break the shells. Go figure.
Yeah, so like I said, the main reason why I wanted to do this game is mostly because, number one, I needed a game that was longer, but number two, I wanted a game that was Nicktoons related and not Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl, which I refuse to play and have any interest in getting.
The path is blocked. Pick up that nut that fell out of the tree. Now throw it against that wall. Watch out for the boom.
Okay, let's see. So we pick up the coconut with triangle. Oh, so you just blow up the entire wall. Like I said, it's been a long time since I last played this game, so I'm getting my bearings once again. Probably after this part, I'll probably have to figure out what's going on with my controller, because there's some instances where like the characters will just like move on their own. It's not too bad, but it's very strange. Shoot the birds. Yeah, like it's not super big deal, but it's like very cryptic. Okay, so these blue crystals, as shown, are essentially used to heal you, and obviously you can tell by the UI, it can basically show you when your characters are at risk of losing health. probably should have looked up a guide ahead of time because I have no clue when. Oh, okay. I'm a fucking dipshit. Like I said, I think the last time I played this game was like 5th grade, so it's been a long time since I've last played this game. But I'm getting my bearings again. So yeah, so the combat is very simple and straightforward, but this is one of those games that's very easy to pick up and play.
What was that? I think it came out of that storm above the volcano.
Yeah, and you'll see various Easter eggs fall out of the sky, very Nickelodeon-esque Easter eggs. But like I said, because this game's kind of a sequel to Nicktoons Unite, there really only has access to like 4 Nickelodeon cartoons, which is fine, because it does make a whole lot of sense.
Whoa! It's the Phantom Ghost Assault Vehicle. Darn, it's locked.
Yeah, so those...
Sometimes you have a choice of path.
Yeah, so there are different areas there are different parts of the area where you can explore to find a lot of the hidden items, and essentially you'll also find Easter eggs along the way. So we're gonna go.
That's Fletch's big robot thingy.
Oh, we sure showed him. Yeah, we sure did, SpongeBob.
Yeah, so if you haven't played the first game, you probably have no idea what's going on, but it does make a lot of sense if you have played the first game. The only reason why I've known about the first game was essentially because of the trailer that was on TAC and the Great Choo-Choo Challenge. And honestly, I was kind of interested in the game, but then I ended up getting this game for my birthday, and essentially it's been up here just collecting dust a lot of the time. So like I said, this game is very simple, easy, and pick up and play, but it's definitely good for new beginners. It's essentially, this is kind of like a combination of an action-adventure game and a 2D and 3D platformer.
Did you see all that stuff in the big storm? Do you think the nice old crab will want to take it back?
Oh yeah, by the way, I should also mention there's also a ground pound attack where if you jump in the air and then press circle, you're able to pull it off. I don't really know how effective it'll be, but it's something that you can have come in handy. Yeah. Yeah, so there's parts of the areas where you have to explore where you can find various items to basically unlock stuff in the hub world. And honestly, it's kind of a hassle trying to find all of them because despite me having to play this game multiple times, I have never found every single one in the game. But I'll probably have to look at it off screen, and while I'm doing that, figure out what's going on with my controller. Like I said, it's not a super big deal right now, but it's just kind of weird how there are instances where my characters will flicker and essentially go in a direction even when I'm not holding the control stick.
Stay out of the deep water. It is dangerous to off-worlders.
Yeah, because I've already found out the hard way. I can't really tell if you take damage by basically falling off the water. I know you can take damage by getting hit too often. But honestly, I never really found it out because I can say for certain that out of the amount of times that I played this game, I never died once. Oh, and so there's seagulls shooting vomit at you. You can also jump in mid-air to basically kind of get them to knock it the hell off. But some of them are at a far higher reach. And sometimes I don't really find throwing items to be very helpful because there's not really like a lock on thing, so it's very tough to kind of like aim. So I don't really find myself like throwing items more often.
Those monsters are servants of the Mawgu. You must defeat them.
Yeah, so this first level is essentially the tutorial level, basically. I'm not really sure, like I said, it's been a long time, so I'm not really sure if like the characters have like their own separate life bars or they have to work off of one life bar.
You'll have to jump to get across here. You can jump higher by jumping again when you're in the air.
Yeah, I have to move over quick because those crabs can sink.
Destroy the enemy spout, or it will make more monsters.
Yeah, so basically a lot of what you gotta do is essentially just spam circle a lot of the times. But like I said, the combat's simple but effective. Like I said, I'm definitely getting a lot more mileage than the last game I played. Yeah, you can destroy the blue crystals that essentially allows you to recover your health. Alright, well here's Danny's projectile, basically some of his ghost blast, essentially. Yeah, and I think I might have noticed that the AI is not really exactly all that helpful, where basically it's just you doing a lot of the combos. But it also kind of helps because then you're not having to rely on the computer's worthless ass. So unless you're playing this game with friends, you're gonna find yourself doing a lot of the combat by yourself.
Slide.
Patrick, what are you doing here?
Jumping, SpongeBob! Jumping!
Patrick, we're the chosen ones, and we're on a mission to save the world.
Hey!
Patrick, are you coming with us?
Oh! Okay.
Alright, so that looks like the end of the level. I just gotta see if I missed any, because I'm pretty sure that I did, because I didn't have enough time to fully explore the... So essentially this was the first level. Yep, I missed one. Alright, so I'll probably have to go back and look for when I have to do some off-screening. So yeah, I'm not very good at the game when it comes to searching for the collectibles. But going off of the characters, so in the original Nicktoons Unite, you can only play as SpongeBob Squarepants, Timmy Turner, Danny Phantom, and Jimmyy Neutron. However, in this game, you play as Danny and SpongeBob once again, but this time you get to play as Patrick.
You can't cross the water here, but you can climb. You can jump from one climbing wall to another.
Yes, so this time around, there are some more characters where you can play as, and spoilers, unlike the opening cutscene where it says there are 9 chosen ones, you really can only play as 6. Essentially, you climb up the ladder. I keep forgetting that this is not Lego Star Wars, so it's not like I can just switch off characters on the fly. And on top of that, your AI companions essentially just teleport with you. They don't really climb up the ladders with you.
Time this carefully.
Alright, so essentially the gears is another form of things that we have to collect to unlock a new costume for Danny. Just got it. Yeah, like even when I'm not like holding the control stick, like the characters are just moving about all they want. Oh, you can. Okay, well, Yeah, so like I said, I don't know if this game really has like fall damage. Alright, let's just see how much I can get through this.
This place is a total shipwreck.
Yeah, so Patrick's definitely a lot of fun to play as. Now, unlike SpongeBob and Danny, Patrick doesn't really have a projectile move. I'll show it when I'm on more safer grounds because it's very easy to fall into the water. I'm just also trying to be mindful of the time so I can show it off. Okay, I clipped through the floor. Okay, so basically Patrick has sort of a star spin attack essentially when you press the square button. So it's not really much of a projectile attack, but it is more of a kind of a... Like, you don't really have much control over it. But it definitely is a nice change of pace, as it basically shows that not every character has a projectile attack. So there is some variety.
It's cracked. I wonder if we can break it.
Yeah, so this is where that ground pound move I showed earlier comes into play. I'm also trying to collect everything in sight as long as the controller not fighting me. I do have another controller, so I just want to see if that one works. Alright, so let's go back over here, and we get the ground pound, which basically the ground pound's also used to basically discover new areas to go beneath. Alright, so those seagulls take only one hit to kill. And there's not really much of a tracker to show you how much of the shells or the gears and stuff you have to unlock, like the special... Right, there is a special item up there, but I don't think I have enough time to reach it, so I think this is a good place to stop, and I think this menu basically shows like what items you have collected and which ones you have yet to find. So I hope you guys enjoyed this brand new Let's Play, and in the next part we are going to continue on our journey, and hopefully you have a lot more mileage than the last game I did. I'll see you guys in the next part. Bye.